Yo, what's up, you guys? Good morning. I have a story for you of how we literally went from broke and struggling to multiple five figures month after month in the span of 4 months, which is very life changing. But a couple months ago, things weren't so good. We went 5, 6 weeks without buying groceries and came down to the point where I was just eating a gallon-sized bag of almonds every single day, and just a couple of them every day, just like rationing them out. There was one day in particular that really stuck out to me. I was looking in the fridge for like the 10th time that day, just hoping maybe this time there's gonna be stuff in there. And there's this one craft single that like fell back beneath everything in the back of the fridge, and I could see it like kind of through the see-through drawers at the bottom. I remember standing there just like frustrated, like, wonder how long, what's it gonna take to get me to cave to eat that craft single? And that moment really stuck out to me because I kind of almost appreciated the struggle of what was going through my mind during that time, because it's definitely a very humbling experience. I almost recommend everyone go broke a couple times in your life, because you'll realize that you can survive off not a whole lot. And a lot of people, what's stopping them from making decisions to go and try things that they've always wanted to is the fear of that, how will I be able to get by if I'm not making, my salary job. So I actually encourage people to do that. But for the first 7 years, I started my own first business when I was 19. And for the first 7 years, that's how it was. We made enough money to pay our bills, cover our main expenses, and we never paid ourselves. So for years, we passed up going out with friends, making up we're working, we can't, got a thing in the morning, making stuff up. And in reality, it's like we just weren't making enough money at the time. And then that was basically a vicious cycle for 7 years. Make enough money to get by, not enough to really pay ourselves. And so I wish that time where we didn't have groceries, that was the first time it happened. That just isn't true. It happens all the time. It happens to most entrepreneurs, especially ones like us that don't start out going into a career, saving up a bunch of money, then starting a business. That was never an option for us. We refused. We went straight into entrepreneurship and lived or died by it. And so all of that changed. We're struggling as an agency for years, just trying to how can we get past this bump so we can finally start paying ourselves? And that moment happened to us the second that I saw Dana Derrick's at Funnel Hacking Live and bought and read his book. It finally dawned on me that my skill is relationships, and I never knew that there's a framework to follow to leverage relationships to drive traffic into your business to get customers. And the best part about it is it's all free. You don't need to pay ad spend. You can give commissions and affiliate commissions to people that refer to you, which you definitely should, but other than that, that's still pure ROI. Those are customers that you wouldn't have otherwise had. And so as soon as I started implementing the Dream 100, I joined Dream 100 Challenge. Then after the challenge, I joined Dana's coaching program, Dream 100 Launch. And you guys, in the span of 3 months, we went from broke and hungry to making multiple 5 figures a month in our agency without having to convince people to buy from us, to come and join our services. They came to us because they trusted the people that were sending them to us. We integrated our stuff in with other businesses, things that complemented what we were doing. So now every single time they got a client, we got a referral. And those are predictable, consistent referrals coming into our business that we don't need to pay for. And now we have a steady stream of clients that we have to push people away, and we can finally choose who we're working with. And so I highly, highly encourage, if you're in business, buy this book. If you're in business, look into the Dream 100, look into Dana Derrick's, especially if you're a Wisconsin entrepreneur. If you're a Wisconsin entrepreneur and don't know Dana Derrick's, you need to get on that wagon. But if you're not, and you're just somebody that is stuck in a job that you hate, or you have some sort of passion within you that you know you're meant to be doing something with, or just meant to be doing something different, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to just go for it, because humans are extremely resilient. And like I said, I encourage a lot of people, like, go broke a couple times in your life. Learn how tough and durable you really are, and then everything seems a hell of a lot less scary. I'm not saying bankrupt your family, but if you are young, you're single, you don't have kids, you have no reason not to be chasing after something bigger than what society has originally promised you. You have no reason not to start making bigger risks. So you have all the time in the world, and you owe it to yourself to see how tough and how far you can really go. So I did it for 7 years. 7 years. Max and I mean, I'll just talk about myself, but I mean, we slept in cars, brushed our teeth in public library sinks. We've gone hungry, but we've also made a lot of money, made a lot of really good friends, and and substantially helped a lot of people's lives, which is what it's all about. If you're in it for money, you're not gonna last. You're definitely not gonna last in this game. You got to be in it for something so much bigger than that. So much. It has to be after the impact. It has to be after helping other people make people's lives better. And if you're after the money, you'll never survive in this game. You definitely won't. So if you don't have a business, but you're just longing for something better than what you have, go for it. Figure out what you love doing and start researching how other people that do that thing professionally, start figuring out how they grew their business. Figure out how they got started and start doing it. Start modeling it. I think the biggest lie and the biggest misconception about entrepreneurship is that all these people like just figured it out, like they're just like geniuses and super creative, when in reality this like success in whatever it is, there's a framework that people have built before you that have found success in it already, that everyone's just following. You just got to find the framework for your thing and start following it. Start learning relentlessly. Go on YouTube, go on Udemy, buy courses, buy coaching. You don't need to go to school to do the thing that you want to do. And unless you're like a lawyer, an attorney, a financial advisor in healthcare, almost any single business that you could start, you don't need a degree for. You just need to start doing it, understand the problem that you're solving better than anybody else, and have a solution for it. That's it. That's it. And there's a framework out there to do it. Start learning, start educating yourself, stop relying on other people to show you how to do it or tell you, to do things. Because the second that you start taking control of where it is you want to go, the sooner you get the feel and taste of freedom. And it is the greatest thing in the world. Just being able to control your own time, work on what you want to do, and most importantly, help the people you feel like helping in the moment you feel like helping them. Guys, you can do this. I'm nobody special. Anyone who's known me my whole life knows that there's nothing special about me. I work like a freaking dog, but anybody can do that. You just got to figure out what it is that you want, and you can only figure out what it is that you want by trying things. Start trying things relentlessly. Learn as much as you can, and don't be afraid to